Today we have on test the brand new Toyota Corolla Touring Sport facelift 2024, and in this video we will do the test drive. Of course I will have a separate video with the same car, interior, exterior, full review, all the details. We will talk about the new cockpit, digital cockpit, multimedia system. We will talk about exterior and everything. Anyway, if you want to find out more details, check out that other video for the static review. In this video we will drive the car and I will give you my feedback on how it's on the road, and if you definitely feel a difference between the pre-facelift and the new facelift. Also, from my opinion, it looks much better than before. Not much better, but maybe 5 to 10% better, because they improve a little bit of the look of the car. Also, those headlights look quite nice. Also, it comes with a very interesting color, brown color, but we will talk about that in the review video. Now, the rims look super stylish. This is the trend version, and to be honest, the chrome around the windows, on the roof rails, and on the front, on the rear, make the car look quite business, and I like that. And they fit quite nice with those rims, 17-inch rims, ventilated brake disc on the front and normal brake disc on the rear. 95% it's basically the same car as before, with some great changes, or maybe 90% is the same car. On trend version we have this stuff material, very nice seats with some leather on the side. We have manual adjustable seats, normal pedals down there. Here you have a lot of buttons for different functions, like traction control, heated windshield, heated steering wheel. But yeah, more about that we will talk in the review video. It's the same comfortable, kind of the same design here in the middle. It has also wireless charging for your phone. From here you change different driving modes, electronic handbrake, auto hold, super nice. The same stalk, basically stick. I wish in the future to bring something like a shift-by-wire transmission, small here, or something behind the steering wheel or down here, so to change the gears much more easier. Kind of the same steering wheel, the same good quality, the same size, the same physical button here on the steering wheel. I really like that. Physical buttons are the way to go. It's easy to adjust. We will test out also the autopilot, so I will show you the cruise control, how it works, lane assist. Press the brake. Here is the power button. And right now the system, it's basically on. From here you change different driving mode. You have 3 different driving modes: eco, normal and sport mode. We will test all of them. And then here you have a button, EV mode. I think you see it. So that means as soon as you have enough battery, you can drive only in EV mode, so that means only in electric mode. So that's really, really good. Another thing, that let me basically customize here a little bit the screen for you, or maybe I already have customized it. Not this one, I think this one, yeah. Or maybe let me leave it this one, it looks nice. Yeah, I will leave it this, and then we can go to reset the consumption, because I want to see the consumption in the end. And now let me give you some information about the car, and then we will start driving. By the way, if you are in Switzerland, around Switzerland, check out Emil Frey in Zuchwil. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. They are super nice. You can see the car, test drive the car, buy the car from them if you are here in Switzerland or around Switzerland. The version that I have with me is the most powerful version, is the 2-liter petrol engine combined with the electric motor and the CVT transmission. We will talk about in a second. 196 horsepower. The price of the car, basic price of the car on trend version, it's 42,100 francs, but with optionals 1,700 francs. Pack Trend Plus, that have integrated blind spot technology. It has also the navigation system and so on. We will talk about that in a review video. Those are standard with the trend version. They come standard, all these options we will talk about in the review. The price will be 43,800 francs. But you already have a discount here, 2,500 for this model, so the final price will be 41,300 francs. So great discount, to be honest, here at Emil Frey. And basically 41,300 euro francs. It's a pretty good price for what this car offers. 1,610 kilograms, 4.6 liter consumption. We will test out also the consumption to see what we can get, and 104 grams CO2 emission. So as I said before, 2 liter petrol engine, 4 cylinders in line, combined with one electric motor that's integrated into the transmission. 0-speed automatic transmission, e-CVT, it's special transmission. Total power of the car 196 horsepower, 190 Newton meters, 180 kilometers is the top speed of the car. It's a front wheel drive system, so both electric motor and the petrol engine drive the front wheel of the car. The battery, it's located under the rear seats, and it's 1.4 kilowatt hour battery brute capacity, so it's a pretty big battery for a full hybrid system, so that allows the car to drive in electric mode for much time, so that's super useful. The tank capacity 43 liters, 10.4 meters the turning circle, and the ground clearance 13.5 centimeters. Ventilated brake discs on the front, normal brake discs on the rear, independent type McPherson suspension with coil spring and anti-roll bar on the front, and double wishbone Transverse stabilizer coil spring on the rear. Now guys, let's drive the car. Let me put the seatbelt. Basically the car is already running, but because it's a full hybrid, it's so silent. It's basically the petrol engine, it's off right now. Also, we will talk about the multimedia and the navigation that's much more responsive in the review video. And here you have a super nice graphic that shows you what happened with the energy in real time. So yeah, let's drive the car. Also, you have an S mode, so if you go all the way in D and then left in S mode, you have some pedals from where you can change the gears from here. So if you want to do that in manual, you can do it. But other than that, yeah, well, first of all, we drive in eco mode. Yeah, let's drive it. Super smooth and super silent, of course, because we have enough battery here, maybe 60% battery. The car will start driving in electric mode, so it's so smooth and so silent. This is something that I really appreciate on Toyota cars. It's because they improve this system. They work for so many years on those full hybrid systems. They are probably, from my point of view, the best when it comes to full hybrid system. It's so smooth, it works so good. I mean, the combination between and the collaboration between the engine and the electric motor and the transmission is just so crazy smooth. Look at this. You barely never feel any vibration. You don't hear almost anything. Everything is so linear and so smooth, and that's something that I really appreciate. I know the other cars companies struggle right now to bring on the market a lot of full hybrid systems, but they don't have the experience that Toyota have, and you can definitely feel that when you drive the car. And if you have a little bit of experience and you drive a lot of cars, you will notice the difference between those systems. I'm not saying that the other ones are not good or they are not reliable. I'm just saying that this one from Toyota seems to be much more smoother, and also when you press the brake, when you accelerate, when you try to accelerate harder, I will show you also this, it tends to be much more smoother. You see, right now it's just starting in electric, and right now if we accelerate, you hear the CVT, but in such a smooth way, and it doesn't have any tick stops or something like that. It's everything, it's work really good together. So that's something I want to point out, really definitely want to tell you that. So from my point of view, they always improve it, and I read about that. Even though this is a facelift, I read that they basically improve also the hybrid system, and they always try to do different improvements, small and in material quality or in different areas. So that's really nice. In terms of driving feeling, I don't know if this is the 2-liter full hybrid system that make the difference, and you have 196 horsepower and you have plenty of power. The car, it feels so powerful. It feels so smooth when you drive it. I really enjoy driving this car. It's phenomenal from my point of view. Probably this is the best combination of full hybrid that you can get out there on the market these days. So I think I have to go here. I want to go on the right. I'm not sure if that's for bus 100%, but then I have to go on the right side probably. Yeah. Okay. I want to go also outside on the highway, guys. So probably now it's good. We go a little bit on the highway, drive at higher speeds, and also put it in sport mode. Let me put it in sport mode. Immediately when you put it in sport mode, you notice that the steering wheel, it's a little bit stiffer. Not too much, just a little bit stiffer. The car stays great in curves. It seems to have a very good stability on the road. Also when you accelerate here, for example, if you slow down just a little bit, anyway, nobody behind. Even though it's a front wheel drive, you hear a little bit the CVT, but once it sets the speed, it's crazy silent. I like that. It's not super powerful, but it grips well on the ground. It stays really good on the ground. It feels quite stable. It feels like you have enough power. Even here at 100, if you press the acceleration, it feels like it pushes you back in the seat. So I definitely like it. And also I think it's a good cruiser. I mean, even on the highway, it stays really, really good on the road. Now, something that I notice is that you hear a little bit of noise from outside. At speeds over 100 km/h, you start to hear a little bit of noise from this area. Not from down, but from this area around here. Right now, when you release the pedal, the car starts to recuperate energy. You can see here a nice graphic with what happened with the energy, and it's pretty cool. Also, I can set up the cruise control from here, from the steering wheel, and the car will stay between the lanes. Look at this, stay between the lanes, accelerate, brake, keep the distance between the car in front. And I tested before, and I noticed that it works so good. Really, really good. It stays quite good between the lanes. I think they improve it a lot in the last year and also on this version. And yeah, basically I kind of like it. Look at this. So I try to set it up again. Let's set the speed. Check this out. And right now the car on where the lanes are visible on the highway is doing just perfectly. It stays perfectly between the lanes, and this is something that I definitely appreciate on the new Toyota cars. Really good system. It sees the car in front, it's accelerates, it's braking, it has all the safety features, the blind spot technology in the corner. Now I just tell you, at speeds up to 100, super silent, super nice, super smooth, good comfort on the seats. The system, it's fabulous. The hybrid system, as I said, probably one of the best. It's not a perfect car, as probably I don't think it's a perfect car out there on the market these days, and that's why it has some goods and bads, but overall I think it's probably one of the best hybrid. And it has so much power. You see, even here, if I accelerate, it gives you the power, deliver the power in a nice way. You hear a little bit of the CVT, but so smooth and nice. Yeah, now seems to be better. Yeah, just, you see, I drive like 120 and you hear just a little bit of, now it's better. Maybe it was now you barely hear something. Maybe it was just the asphalt, the road, because now when the asphalt is perfect, you basically just hear less noise. Strange. Anyway, it's fine. I would say from 1 to 10 around 7 when it comes to noise from outside. It's also so easy to drive. It goes super smooth in curves. You set the destination here on the map.
Start now.
It works also crazy smooth. And we go back again on the highway. The pedals are crazy nice and smooth. They feel really smooth when you touch them. Even the brakes and also the acceleration pedal feel really good quality. Now, if you need power,
First motorway entrance to the right.
you have it. I think it's super busy, the highway, so we are not going on the highway because it's crazy traffic. I don't want to stay in that traffic.
500 meters.
So we will
in 400 meters.
go on the national roads a little bit better back. Also, navigation seems to be much better than before. It's much more responsive. It's loading much faster. The only thing that I wish to do is just turn this screen tilted to the driver. I hope on the next version to be to the driver, because I feel like it's tilted to the passenger, and most of the time I think the driver it's alone in the car, right? And when you are alone in a car, you just want to see the screen pretty clear and be able to see all the information. I told you, I mean, the car, it's so good. You have 10 years warranty or 160,000 kilometers warranty on all the cars. So that's so impressive on this system. I know they are super reliable, the systems, and Toyota make phenomenal mechanical parts and hybrid system. But there are a few things, small things, that I think they can definitely fix it and improve it in the future, that they basically have to do it. For example, one of it, for today it's pretty sunny outside. Not super sunny, but pretty sunny. And I noticed that I wish that the cockpit to be a little bit brighter. You know, I adjust maximum brightness, but I wish to be a little bit brighter. It's okay, it's fine, I can see the information there, but sometimes I wish to be a little bit brighter in super sunny, and also this screen to be tilted. Otherwise, man, it drives phenomenal. The most important things in the car are here, and I prefer to have it like that and like that than to have a worse engine or the worse system or something like that. When it comes to driving feeling, it's crazy good. When it comes to suspensions, because we didn't talk too much about them, they are also very good, and I will demonstrate you. We will go on some roads where are not that good, and comfort in the car, suspension wise, it's pretty good. Pedals feel great, steering wheel feel great, the car stays really good on the road. It's very good setup. Almost perfect setup, I should say, and it's run so smooth in comparison with other hybrids from other cars manufacturers. This one, it's really running crazy smooth. Now in the town, it's just such a pleasure to drive it. You see, it's just so smooth and nice. And here, those roads, you will see it has some holes and potholes, and it rides really pleasant over the bumps. And it feels light, relatively light to drive, but in the same time you have a little bit of feedback to the wheels, to the weight of the car. So really good. So that's why probably on the facelift they changed just the headlights, a little bit of design here and there, and also they bring these new screens, because otherwise the car, it's really good, and it's spacious, it's nice, it's aerodynamic. Not too many things to change on something that really work well, and no wonder why Toyota sells so many cars, because people know what they are buying, you know. So That's something that I appreciate. If I go here to the car, you can see very clear on the screen what happened with the energy in real time. So you can see right there the battery, you can see the electric motor integrated into the transmission, and you can see the petrol engine, and you can see what happened with the energy in real time. You can basically change this information also on the screen to have it on the screen. If you press it once and you can go right, you can see, you can choose to see consumption or to see this graphic with the regenerative brake. So until now we have 4.8 liter consumption. Ooh, and we were on the highway. Not bad, I would say not bad at all. I will definitely, when I have the car for more time, I will get it on the highway speeds, higher speeds, 130, stable for longer time, so we can see what kind of consumptions we can get. Wow, it runs so smooth at this kind of speeds. You basically feel like you're driving an electric car. From time to time it's switching, so you can see when it's switching between the electric motor and the petrol engine right there on the screen, and when you press the brake will regenerate the energy back into the battery. But basically when you release, look at this, I release the acceleration, the car is quite rolling. So only, look at this, it's still rolling. It doesn't have any recuperation, so you don't have the options to choose like a B mode to recuperate the energy. When you put it in B mode and just one pedal drive, you don't have this option. Where on Renault and I tested a few days ago, what I tested, Peugeot, of course, the new Peugeot mild hybrid 208 and the new mild hybrid, basically that's acting like a full hybrid. It has that recuperation. Here you don't have the recuperation, and I have a theory about that. My theory about that is that Toyota, you know, they have so much experience with those full hybrid system, and probably they find out that if they will give you this chance to have this recuperation mode, a button here to recuperate energy, probably you lost more energy than when you're braking. And they just make it simple as that. You want to recuperate, you just press the brake. If you don't press the brake, the car will act like a normal car, you know, like just rolling. It comes with auto hold. That's super important. That means you don't have to hold your foot on the brakes when you stop. So electronic handbrake, auto hold, all those important stuff are here. Yeah, the most impressive thing is how smooth it's running between the electric motor and petrol. Those switch, you don't hear too many noise and stuff like that. I will try to test it one more time, the cruise control lane assist, to show you how it works. So seems to be super silent inside the car. You see in the city, the other cars pass, so not too much noise inside. When you drive on the highway at higher speeds, then it starts to hear a little bit of wind, probably because it's silent and you don't hear too much the engine. Probably that's why I have this impression. But yeah, I would say around there, around 7. And the windows are not double glassing, they are normal windows. I think they will, if they will put also double glassing on the next versions, will be just insanely good. But we will see. Also the buttons here feel really good quality, man. And I like this feeling, this driving feeling on a Toyota. It's so smooth and nice. Smooth is the word. It's really good quality. You feel like it's a good quality. And now we are in eco mode. Let's go back to sport mode. Immediately when you put it in sport, whew, look at this, you feel like the pedal is much more responsive, it's much more aggressive. I like it. But steering, it's stiffer. Definitely you feel it a little bit stiffer, and you have a little bit better heavy feeling on it, and that's important on sporty mode. Otherwise, you see, I release the acceleration in order to, and it still recuperate. You see, even if you release the acceleration, it has a little bit of recuperation, just a little bit, not too much, just a little bit of recuperation. So you see, it's red. I accelerate, I release the acceleration, Yeah, definitely. You see it's recuperate right now, but it's still rolling. So it's kind of a very, very small recuperation, probably 5 to 10% recuperation. Now, man, something that I really appreciate and that make a difference. Now, when you press the acceleration, you don't have that delay that you have it in, for example, Peugeot. I saw it. It has that delay on the new hybrid, and I think also, I don't remember exactly, but I think most of other full hybrid cars have a little bit of delay, where here on this one, check this out. Yeah, now I had a little bit of delay, just a little bit of delay. Yeah, sometimes you don't, sometimes you have a little bit of delay, but you don't feel any clutch or strange feeling. There's really nice, smooth, crazy smooth. Now activate this, and again, right now the car will do the job for you. Keep the distance, keep the speed, keep between the lanes. And I noticed that this autopilot from Toyota, it's quite good. On the latest models, it's a very good system. Look at this, and this curve, it's pretty big. Yeah, low speeds, but still stay perfectly between the lanes, no bouncing around. It warns you from time to time to put your hands on the steering wheel, but it works, it runs super smooth. Yeah, when it comes in terms of difference between this and the previous model, I don't feel a huge difference, to be honest. Maybe 5% around there, 5 to 10, maybe improvement 5, but not big difference. The visibility and all that stuff are basically the same. We have the same visibility. You hear now also the acceleration, the way it sounds when you accelerate, and even uphill, because you have almost 200 horsepower. You have more than enough power to go around almost everywhere. Great cruiser, great city driving, probably great consumption. We will see at the end of the trip what will be the consumption, but I definitely think will be a great number. Man, smooth and nice. I totally recommend you guys, if you are not sure if you should buy a Toyota hybrid, full hybrid, Toyota Corolla Touring Sports, man, I think you won't regret. If you would buy it, you won't regret 100%. I think it's one of the best deal car that you can buy on the market. Of course, it doesn't have the other blings that the other cars have, but now it started to come around because they come with a new digital cockpit that's super customizable. From my point of view, it's perfect. The only thing that I would change to the cockpit will be the brightness. I will definitely make it a little bit brighter, but multimedia system, it's also great. It's not super customizable, but you have all the informations that you need right here. The navigation, it's very good now. It's a new navigation. It works faster. It's super responsive. You have a lot of informations there, and I like it. But of course, it's simple. It's the way it should be. But I will tilt it a little bit to the driver. That's the things that I will change about the car. But otherwise, man, it's almost like you're driving an electric car. It's that smooth, it's that straight. The transmission, engine system, I will give it a 10 from 10. It's really good. not advertising here, I'm just talking from my experience and what I feel. And I feel like this hybrid system from Toyota, and no wonder why they were the first to bring this system on the market at such a large scale, and they have experience with that, and they have people know they are reliable, and yeah, that's why probably is the best system, best hybrid system. Now let's go back to eco mode. I will definitely want to do a video where I test the consumption to see what kind of consumption I can get from the car driving in eco mode, normal, going to work and home. I'm really curious about that, so definitely soon I try to test this out to see it. Here you have auto hold, you stay in silent, you drive cleaner, and also in the city probably most of the time you will drive in electric mode. Sound insulation between the engine and the cabin, it's very good, so you barely hear noise from there. A lot of safety features coming around, almost all the safety features that you can get on the market these days, you have it on the car, on this Corolla. Yeah, no wonder why these cars sell so good. Probably if I would have to buy tomorrow a full hybrid, will be one of my first options. Now let me park the car and end up this video. And also, when you park the car, I want to show you something. The cool part is that you come with a reverse camera. It's not perfect resolution, but I like the fact that it shows you all over the screen, so that make it easy to park. No active lines or stuff like that, but yeah, it's relatively easy to park. The mirrors are quite fine. They are small, they try to improve the aerodynamic, but the visibility is pretty fine. Also, they have a different design, quite interesting. Put it in park, and yeah, the electronic handbrake activates itself. Let's see the consumption. I know you're curious about that, and the number is 4.7 liter average consumption. Oh my god, so that's definitely what they claim right here. 4.6. I have 1 point over, but it's a brand new car. It didn't have too many kilometers, so basically it has 35 kilometers, or yeah, wow, or I don't know. Those are the kilometers, I think. Man, it's a brand new car, and these numbers probably in after 5,000 kilometers the consumption will be even lower. I think if I drive only in eco mode, super smooth, in perfect condition, I can get under 4 liters without any problem. So I know that in the last models Toyota improved the hybrid system even more. They come with different materials inside there. I heard that they changed some case material from the engine, some parts, and to improve the efficiency and so on. And I'm a big fan of this full hybrid system from Toyota, so I definitely think they make phenomenal cars. So if you would buy an Toyota Corolla full hybrid, you won't regret. And I think you won't regret if you buy any of these Toyota cars. There are just a few things that they can improve. There are such a small things that they can definitely improve them really easy. That was the video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you get some useful information from here. If you want to see the full review with the same car, interior, exterior, technical data, material quality, all that stuff, I will have a separate video on my channel, so check it out. If you want to see the car, if you want to buy the car, if you want to test drive the car, if you're in Switzerland, check out Emil Frey in Zuchwil. I will leave the link in the description, also on the screen. They are nice. They will help you with everything. Plus, you can also test drive this car. You can see it, you can buy it. So definitely check them out. Thank you very much for watching my videos. Really appreciate that. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. It will help me a lot, guys. So thank you very much to all of you. Stay safe, stay close, and I guess I see you soon in the next one. Bye, guys.